Welcome back, traders. Markets were mixed today with most sectors closing in the red on the day, but several stops really popped today out of some trading patterns we've been tracking. We're going to get into what we're seeing in the charts, but before we do, just remember, none of this is buying or selling advice. It's just market commentary and trading education. If you're liking these videos, give us a like. All right, with that said, let's get into it, y'all. We saw some pretty interesting divergence out there today.
Yeah, definitely mixed bag.
The SPY, our S&P 500 tracker, it basically ended flat, put in a doji candlestick.
And after that big surge, it's something to watch, right? Often signals maybe some buyer exhaustion, bit of a pause.
Exactly. A real psychological battleground may be setting up. But then look at the QQQ, the tech side. It edged up 0.44%. Actually had a pretty bullish close.
Showing some concentrated strength there, yeah.
Right. But the DIA, the Dow Industrials, slipped 0.56%. And the IWM, small caps, pulled back 1.02%. So it's compelling, like you said. Despite that mixed picture in the main indices, some individual names just exploded.
It really highlights how precise technical setups can be, even when the overall market's feeling a bit uncertain. It's like two different stories playing out.
So what do you make of that? Is it just noise, these breakouts? Or is it maybe hinting where the smart money is flowing, even if the big indexes are churning?
That's the key question, I think.
Well, let's talk about those breakout stars. Tesla, TSLA. I mean, it truly rocketed higher today. Huge volume.
Yeah, confirming that weekly bull flag pattern we've been watching.
Yeah, what's critical there, it's not just the pattern, right? It's the intensity. Massive volume on a weekly chart after consolidating for a while. That signals some real conviction. Maybe institutional money stepping in.
Absolutely. And it wasn't the only one. You had Rocket Lab, RKLB, that popped cleanly out of a symmetrical triangle. Always nice to see that resolution.
Yep.
And let's not forget IonQ.
Yep.
Also broke out, looked like an ascending triangle there, also on massive volume.
Wow.
And these examples, they just perfectly reinforce that lesson we keep coming back to, Trading really demands patience. You wait for those right setups, the high probability ones, and then you got to strike without hesitation. It's about spotting when a stock can decouple from the broader market because the technicals are just that strong. And by the way, these are the exact techniques we teach in more depth in the Grok Trade mentorship program.
That's a really crucial point. And it makes you wonder how these individual stories fit with the sectors. Like, are certain industries soaking up this capital?
Right.
Communications, XLC, definitely led today, up 0.83%. Been on a bit of a hot streak the last few months.
Yeah, continuing that trend.
But on the flip side, healthcare, XLV, really lagged. Dropped 1.15% today.
Which does raise that question, what's driving these shifts beyond just the charts? We did get a bit of economic data today.
Oh, yeah. What came out?
The Michigan Consumer Sentiment Prelim came in at 55.4.
Okay. What was it before?
Well, it was 58.2 previously, and this was below the consensus expectations, too.
Oh, so a cooling off in consumer confidence then.
Seems like it's not just a number, right? It could be an early warning sign for the economy, especially for anything related to consumer spending. Makes last week's inflation focus feel almost like old news already. You start to wonder, is the consumer finally starting to feel the pinch? What's that mean for earnings coming up?
Good point. Okay, switching gears a bit. Let's look at crypto and metals. Bitcoin climbed about 0.5%, 0.54% today. Importantly, it held firm above its 50-day moving average.
After that recovery in after hours last week.
Right. So that's, a promising sign maybe for the crypto bulls we've been tracking. Suggests some underlying strength potentially building.
Okay.
Gold edged up just a little 0.2%. Still kind of high basing below 3,700.
Just consolidating there.
Yeah. But silver, wow, silver surged 1.46%. Had a really clean breakout from a high base pattern and on good volume too.
Oh, interesting. That's powerful. That prior accumulation, now seeing strong buying push it higher.
Exactly. Sets up a really intriguing test of momentum heading into next week,
Definitely one to watch.
As always, guys, if you've got a stock you're watching or a question about the markets, drop it in the comments. We might cover it in an upcoming episode. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate these market summaries, do us a big favor and hit that like button. It's totally free and helps us out in a big way. And click subscribe too, so you don't miss a beat. You can always subscribe later.
Yeah, definitely let us know what's on your radar. And, days like today, seeing those explosive breakouts in Tesla, IonQ, and even silver now, They're really tailor-made for what we do in the Grok Trade mentorship program.
Right.
Our program teaches you precisely how to spot these kinds of high-probability setups, and just as importantly, how to master risk management like a professional so you're ready for whatever the market throws at you. We're really committed to supporting you until you recoup that initial investment.
So, wrapping things up for the week, definitely getting mixed signals, a real tug-of-war in the broad market.
Yeah, that SPY doji says a lot.
But man, those breakout stars like Tesla and IonQ, they really shone bright today. And metals are certainly hinting at maybe some further moves.
Plenty to chew on over the weekend.
For sure. So, what's your take on next week's action? Let us know what you think in the comments below. For now, have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe out there.
Stay safe.
And tune in next week as we continue to cover the markets and all these developments we've mentioned.